Well, a recent shooting might be the final straw for a business in Sheffield that's been having some problems dating back to April.
WHERRY's XAVIER WHERRY is in Sheffield, spoke with the mayor about that business's future. XAVIER.
Hey, Dan, Nikhil, Joker's is a restaurant during the day and a nightclub after hours. And with all of the incidents that this establishment has been having, they could be on the verge of getting their business license revoked.
Large number of reports that have been filed, incident reports and arrest reports at that location. We've had complaints from the adjacent businesses. And of course, we've had shots fired on multiple occasions.
Shots fired as recently as December 3rd, where one person died and 2 others were injured.
It puts our officers at risk. We've had occasions when we've had to call in for support from adjacent police and law enforcement agencies, and it's a drain on our resources, and it negatively impacts adjacent businesses, and it's not something that we can allow to continue.
Despite the violence the business may seem to get at night, the mayor has not only had a positive encounter with the owners, but is a fan of their restaurant.
We've had a good relationship in our one-on-one discussions, and I love the restaurant myself. It's Indian food, and that's my favorite cuisine. And it's the only Indian restaurant in the Shoals area.
Regardless of the love for their menu, Mayor Steve Stanley and the city might need to make changes. He says the arrest and incident reports go back to as early as April, not long after the business opened. He met with the owners about it in June.
We had a meeting with him, with the owners, and discussed the problem at that time, and asked them to make changes in how they operated. To keep those incidents from occurring, and they did make some changes, and things went better for a while, but most recently in particular, well, since July, we've continued to have a rash of incidents and arrests at that site.
Financially, Joker's has been good to the city of Sheffield.
Well, they contribute sales taxes to the city, so that's a positive contribution from it. It's just the issues with the fights and the drug use, and mostly incidents in the parking lot on their premises that are creating the problem.
Attorney Chad Smith provided me a statement on behalf of Joker saying, quote, "The ownership expressed condolences to the family. That's the first thing they've expressed. They are reviewing all of the data available to them, conducting their own investigation by viewing video surveillance and talking to employees." He also says the owners are very seasoned business people who are willing to sit down with the city to discuss a solution. And as far as the mayor of Sheffield, it appears all he wants is a solution as well.
We don't ever want to put a business out of business. We want to correct the problem and go on, and everybody be happy and prosperous and safe.
Now, Sheffield Mayor Steve Stanley says Sheffield is business friendly. They don't want to punish anyone. They are just trying to correct a problem. Reporting live in Sheffield, XAVIER WHERRY, WHERRY News.
XAVIER, thanks. Now, the mayor says city council members will ultimately be the ones with the final decision. A hearing is set for December 20th to see if the business will be able to keep its doors open.